Hello everyone, this is Gary from Biohackers Lab, and this is my day 27 update for my carnivore diet experiment. It is the 28th of January 2018, and so today I had brisket, beef brisket, and loads of eggs. So I nearly had 6 eggs today. It was 5 eggs for dinner. I could have easily had the sixth one, I think. So I find that quite funny now. They're thinking if I had to look at a box of eggs, that I'd think, nah, yeah, I want to eat the whole lot. And yeah, no problems. So beef brisket was yummy today. And I find, yeah, I'm salting my food quite a bit now. I mean, I love my Redmond Real Salt, but when it comes to eating meat, yeah, I put liberal amounts of salt on there just because it enhances the flavor so much. And that was the one thing I did speak with Amber O'Hearn. I know I've mentioned it a few times, but it was a great discussion I had with her, saying that maybe one way that people on a carnivore diet don't get such a transition phase like they do with a keto or low carb again is because of that salt intake. I do think there's something to do with that. And thank you everyone for the feedback on the water question. I got quite a bit of feedback on that, and it does seem that everyone says, yeah, their taste for water has changed when they've gone on the carnivore diet, that they do find it's more sweeter or palatable, however you want to describe it. So what I've been experiencing isn't unique. It's other people are reporting the same thing. So that's an interesting thing. I don't know why. I haven't heard anyone else talking about it from what I've seen. But yeah, it looks like your taste buds change, you know. I know they change when you cut out carbs and you cut out sweet things, and then if you try to eat something sweet, you realize how sweet it is because you haven't had it for a long time. But the water, that's interesting for me. So another interesting question I have for you is, how long is your feeding window? So what I mean there is from when you take your first bite to when you take your last bite of the day. How long is that window? So what I'm finding is that I'm between, I mean, some days it's really short if I have, I haven't had a day where I've only had one big meal. So I haven't done a very short window, but probably the shortest is about 4 hours. And then I'd say probably the longest is maybe 7 hours where could maybe have something to eat at 10 in the morning and then be done by 5. So it looks like today I just thought of again, wow, so my feeding window is only about 5 hours in a 24-hour day. So I'm on that, and people who would do intermittent fasting would be counting the hours as like cyclical fasting. But that's just what happens. That's just how you feel. You don't feel like eating in any other times, and no other snacking outside of those other hours. So I'm interested, how long is your feeding window if you are doing this diet, the carnivore diet, or even if you aren't doing the carnivore diet? I'd love to know what are you finding your feeding window is, because it definitely has changed for me eating this way. Done my glucose and my ketones, just to update you there. I'm staying at 0.3 millimolar with the ketones. Glucose 4.7 millimolar, which is about 83, I think it was, milligrams per deciliter. So that's staying pretty stable, no changes there. So I've always got some levels of ketones in me now, which is definitely the biggest change. But I have posted the images on the Instagram account, and I just want to say again, thank you so much for everyone who is leaving all the feedback on the YouTube channel, on the daily vlog, and also on the Facebook page. I really appreciate it, because sharing this information not only helps me understand what others are doing, but also other people are reading these things. And so we're building sort of more knowledge base that people get to learn from, because these are all case studies. I'm an N=1. I'm just one person. But when you get to listen to all these other stories, you can start potentially picking up patterns. So thank you again for doing that. This is Gary from Biohackers Lab, and I'll update you again tomorrow.